World War II is the biggest conflict post-World War I, with the vast majority of nations taking part on one side or the other. The two main alliances during the war were the Allies, led by the United States, the United Kingdom, and the Soviet Union, and the Axis powers, led by Germany, Japan, and Italy. World War II was the result of a complex set of factors that built up over several decades. Some of the key factors that contributed to the outbreak of World War II include the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles, which ended World War I, imposed harsh reparations and restrictions on Germany. This created economic and political instability in Germany, which was exploited by the Nazi Party led by Adolf Hitler. The rise of fascism and Nazism. Fascism and Nazism were political ideologies that emerged in Europe in the 1920s and 1930s. Fascist and Nazi leaders, including Benito Mussolini and Adolf Hitler, believed in authoritarian government, extreme nationalism, and expansionist foreign policies. Appeasement. In the 1930s, many European leaders pursued a policy of appeasement towards Nazi Germany, hoping to avoid another war. However, this policy only emboldened Hitler and allowed him to annex Austria and parts of Czechoslovakia. Failure of international cooperation. The League of Nations, which was created after World War I to prevent future conflicts, proved ineffective in stopping the aggression of Nazi Germany and its allies. Military alliances. The Axis powers, led by Germany, Italy, and Japan, formed military alliances in the 1930s, which increased the likelihood of war. The invasion of Poland. The invasion of Poland by Nazi Germany in September 1939 marked the beginning of World War II. Overall, a combination of economic, political, and social factors, as well as the actions of individual leaders and countries, led to the outbreak of World War II. Major events of World War II. World War II lasted from 1939 to 1945 and involved many countries around the world. There were numerous major events during this period, but here are some of the most significant. Invasion of Poland. On September 1, 1939, Germany invaded Poland, which led to the declaration of war by France and Britain, and the start of World War II. Bombing of Pearl Harbor. On December 7, 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, which led to the United States entering the war. Battle of Midway. From June 4 to June 7, 1942, a naval battle between the United States and Japan, in which the U.S. Navy won a decisive victory and shifted the balance of power in the Pacific theater. Battle of Stalingrad. From July 1940 to February 1943, the German army attempted to capture the Soviet city of Stalingrad, but after months of intense fighting, they were defeated, marking a turning point in the war on the Eastern Front. D-Day. On June 6, 1944, Allied forces landed on the beaches of Normandy, France, in the largest amphibious invasion in history, and began the liberation of Western Europe from Nazi occupation. Battle of the Bulge. From December 1944 to January 1945, Germany launched a surprise counteroffensive in Belgium, which initially succeeded in pushing back Allied forces before being defeated. Battle of Berlin. From April 1945 to May 1945, Soviet forces surrounded and captured the German capital, leading to Germany's surrender and the end of the war in Europe. Atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. On August 6 and August 9, 1945, the United States dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, leading to Japan's surrender and the end of the war in Asia. These are just some of the major events of World War II, but the conflicts involved numerous other battles, invasions, and significant developments that shaped the course of the war and the world afterwards.